The Maltese vegan.
What we do here is go back.
Hi, good morning. It's the Maltese vegan here. We're gonna try and do a day in the life, or rather, what I eat vlog. It's been some time since I've done one, and let's hope I manage this time. It's all a question of remembering to record or video the whatever you're eating. Sometimes it's so good that you just forget. So I'm starting the day off with a green smoothie. There aren't that many calories, unfortunately. It's just an apple and banana. The rest is green, so the majority of the calories are coming from those two fruits. And unfortunately, the banana itself is not ripe enough, so I didn't want to use too many of them. Just one was enough. But I'm gonna try and get my carbs and calories from other sources then. About a cup of this orange juice, gonna finish it up. So that's about 96 calories, not much, but you get there bit by bit. Next, for lunch, I'm gonna take with me, well, I usually take many different, smaller lunches with me, so I'm taking 2 pita breads with me, and I'm going to be stuffing the pita bread with this red kidney bean paste, completely oil-free, fat-free, high carb. I've also added some harissa to the pita bread, gives it a bit of a nice spicy taste. And finally, I'm going to stuff the pita bread with some red pepper, some leftover red pepper, so just so that I don't waste it. And it adds a bit of vitamin C to it also. Lay them out on the tray and just put them in the oven for about 14-15 minutes on about 180 Celsius. And here I've got about 150 grams of fusilli. That's for lunch. I'm having that with this sauce over here. Got artichokes, tomato sauce, olives, capers. That's basically it. And right now I'm really into this blend of flowers and herbs. It's called psisa. In fact, it's a Tunisian recipe, apparently very healthy, high carb too, so can't say that's not healthy, and really tasty. And I mean, it's given to babies when they're as baby food. It's given to elderly so that they can strengthen themselves. And I usually add, mainly so that I can eat everything at one go rather than having different containers with different foods. I add the usual oatmeal, which I always take with me to work. I take about 30 to 40 grams of oatmeal. There you go. I've got 35 grams of oatmeal, which I add about a teaspoon of sugar. It's brown sugar in this case. So in goes the pasta, and in goes the pre-prepared sauce. Made it yesterday, half portion yesterday and the other half today. Sprinkle some nutritional yeast, about a tablespoon or 2. It's not that the current recipe doesn't have enough flavor, just that I like the additional flavor, the value that nutrition yeast adds to it, apart from the calories obviously, which are as important. Doesn't look pretty, but it's last night's leftover celery cream soup from the start, not the start solution, but from McDougall's cookbook. And it looks a bit darkish because I used miso instead of soy sauce, but trust me, it came really good. And obviously, to add on to the calories and the carbs, I've added about half a cup of rice. And I'm having this for my, second, third, fourth lunch at work. For part of my dinner tonight, I'm gonna having about a cup of polenta, that's dry polenta. Boiling the water here, that's 2 cups. Turn on the stove, and in the cup went over, in fact. Well, no butter. A bit difficult to show you with the camera in one hand and this in the other, because you have to pour it. Because you have to pour it really gently, at the same time whisk with the other hand, so you see it later. And I'm taking this bag of dates. I have about 10 maybe of those dates, or more if I feel like. And this packet of what we call galette, the kind of, let's say, savory biscuits, I guess you could say. And I'll have those, depending, I'll just enter all the calorie, all the stuff I've eaten inside chronometer, and if I see that I need these, I'll have them too. That's the results. Quick tip, don't just turn off the heat, remove it from the hob, otherwise it will keep boiling and start splattering all over the place, and you might get burnt too. Anyway, after that's done, as I said, turn it off, take it off the heat completely, and cover it until the water is completely absorbed. This is what you get, and you just need to try and flatten it out as much as possible. The final result would be well, quite flat, about maybe 1 inch thick. You can get it thicker, depending on what you're looking for and what you want. So, for example, I could leave it as is and maybe top it up with some tomato and oregano, put in the oven, and then you have a sort of cornmeal, polenta, pizza base kind of thing. So that's one thing. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it as thin as possible so that it dries out quicker. Then when I can cut it into fingers and put the fingers separately on a baking tray in the oven, and there you get polenta chips. It tastes delicious, and then with some ketchup, that's amazing. So that's about it. That's the thickness. Well, I probably have to compress it a bit more. It's good to keep air out of the mix itself. The pita bread is ready. If only we had smell-o-vision. Smells divine. Turn around for you, and start ducks on this side. Can't wait to dig into them at work. I had to use 2 different containers. One tip: do not close the containers before they've cooled down. Otherwise, the steam from the filling itself, especially, would moisten the bread, and it won't be crunchy anymore, and you'd have baked them or whatever, made them crispy for nothing.